Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Tura 7-light frosted glass rectangular pendant. So there are two versions of this. This is the 131096. The other one is the 131095. That is the seeded glass version, and seeded glass is a clear glass with little air bubbles in it. This one is the frosted glass version. Go back and watch the video on that one too. Might be something that I missed on this one that is in that one. Good way for you to see both. Anyway, okay, let's get into the size of the fixture itself, and let's kind of zero in on just the singular pieces that are all made up of these 7 pieces together. So that is going to be 15 inches high and 11 inches wide. When you add up 7 of these, what you're really going to have is 53.6 inches long, and that's going to be a left to right measurement. The depth is 18.3. Okay. Overall height, now we're talking about the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling itself, and that's going to be giving you 2 different ranges. So you're going to have standard is 30 to 60, and the long is going to be 30 to 130. And you can see that in the pull down menu there where it says choose your length basically. If you were going to be using this on a slope, drop me a quick email. I want to see what you're doing so we can go with that. Let's talk about a few other things. Let's talk about the canopy up in the ceiling. That's going to be pretty important. The canopy is 44.5 by 8.5, and it's about that thick. So inside of that canopy is going to be a driver and a transformer. It's going to transform your line voltage down to low voltage, getting down to those LEDs down below, which this is just going to be an LED fixture. You can't use halogen bulbs in this. Okay, so back to the canopy. Those cables coming down, since now they're low voltage, you can touch them without any problem at all. It's a dimmable fixture. Make sure you talk to your installer about whatever kind of switch they're going to use for dimmable LEDs. Back to the canopy. So a little tidbit on the canopy. The faceplate, the bottom part that's facing down, is going to be part of your finish option. So when you see it says choose your finish, that's going to be for the metal pieces down below, and it's going to be for that faceplate. The fixture, the canopy can. The canopy can is the part that actually touches the ceiling. The little box part is always going to be in black, so just a little detail that you should know. This is coming in at 31 pounds, so it's something you guys should know and tell your installer. Back to the canopy. So I want to show you inside that canopy, and how we're going to do it is we're going to look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on this side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. Lots of things in there for you to look at. Full parts list. It's going to show you how it all goes together, which is very easy. It's going to show you some details about the socket setup, but the more important thing, it's going to show you schematic drawings of the inside of the canopy, how it all goes together, and how you attach it to both the junction box and other parts of your ceiling. So take advantage of those install instructions. It's a good place for you to learn a lot about this. Okay, let's hop down and look at the socket setup on this. So you're going to be using G4 sockets, and that's just a very small socket with little holes in it, and the bulbs have little prongs that just push right in. The bulbs themselves, you're talking about G4 bulbs and G4 LED bulbs. Best way to go find them is to look on Amazon. If you're on Amazon, up at the top of the screen there's a little search bar. Put in G4 LED, and it'll give you a big list to look at. And the differences between them aren't that great, but there are a few differences. So you've got the color of the light, and then you have the wattage basically. So you max out on each of these for 4 watts, and a 4-watt LED is the equivalent of a 40-watt halogen. A 1.5 watt LED is the equivalent of a 20-watt halogen, and then whatever's in between is what you think it is. So back to the bulbs, you have colors of light that can come out of these bulbs. You'll notice a lot of them are 2700 Kelvin. That is a very warm light, like an incandescent bulb that's dimmed down a little bit. 3000 Kelvin, that's a little whiter light. And I didn't see that many that were 3000 Kelvin, but the bulbs that I have above me right now, this is 3000 Kelvin basically. 2700 Kelvin would be a much yellower look. And there's no right or wrong on this, it's totally up to you. You're just maxing out at that 4 watts for whatever these are. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a what's on display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I'll walk you through the whole thing, okay? So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.